CrazyRonn, and we're back here playing some more SimCity. It's been a couple weeks, but I do remember faintly where we left off at. Cities of Tomorrow. We got that started, so now we got the super towers or the mega towers, and we're kind of gonna jump risk with reward. Presumably, it's gonna be worth a while, but only one way to find out. I mean, I think I placed down almost the maximum amount of mega towers. Yeah, so 6 out of 8 amount of mega towers in the city. That's gonna be quite a endeavor in maintenance and upkeep, but we'll live with it. I mean, not here to take it too easy, So let's see, where do we live off at? The 2 last mega towers will be in those locations. I did not want to put anything in there for fear that they'll get just expanded upon, or not fear, but I knew they were going to be expanded upon. Yeah, bear with me to get my bearings back. So we're waiting for stuff to expand. That's what we were waiting for. And so what else can we do? I mean, I don't want to pursue Omega Co, at least not in this city. Not yet. Grand Haven breathes high relief. Wave of arson moves Vista. Huh. Looks like the arsonists move over here. I might add that as a precaution. Hourly still at 6 grand. That's good. Phew. How much are the mega towers? So we got apartment level, apartment level, apartment level. What we can do is, I mean, I really shouldn't, start these up until after I figured out that if they're even profitable. I mean, I guess it's a dangerous thing I'm doing, but as the young kids say, YOLO. All right, I might add these, but how much are they? They're not too bad on price. Oh well, we're gonna keep we're gonna hold on to the cash for a bit. We're not gonna just spend all this money. We should get the ball rolling with some of the mega towers, though. Like, I should at least open one of them and see how that goes. Hopefully, it will. Hopefully, we can get some good out of it. We'll start this one in this corner here. We'll start it up. I usually have a pattern for the flooring for the apartment levels, but it's a bit different. It's gonna have to be a bit different. Oh yeah, that's another reason why I have this elite mega tower, to staff the high wealth workers. The problem is it loses money fast if you don't have the right set. Alright, so we want to give these people a mall, a reason to shop around. That's only 26 grand, not bad. How about this one? We want rich people to have a place to shop, so. Or 9,000? And then this one should be the medium wealth, right? Yeah. So the medium wealth we'll add a mall for them too. Try to keep their wealth levels within the building so they don't have to leave to go anywhere else. I know I only opened one out of these 3 that I'm adding on right now, but it's gonna be progressive. We want them to supposedly start filling these out. I mean, I know that's not the case, but we're just gonna pretend it is. So I've done a 5,000 an hour. The police situation's a bit different. Do we even have a police force? Did we even build a? Did we build a pig house? Oh wow, we seriously have not. That is genuinely surprising. I did not know we didn't build one of these. Okay, well, I guess we'll have to change that. And before we do that, are we gonna expand this anywhere outwards? No, because everything's been expanded out already. Alright, so I guess we could put the cop house right here, give it some room for the prison. I'd rather put the prison along the sides. And we'll add 2 cop cars. Completely forgot that we haven't had them in there for a while. We're gonna expand. We're gonna expand this. Turn it off. We don't need it yet. Future-proofing. I mean, it doesn't necessarily hurt anybody. Once that hits max, I'll probably start activating the other classrooms. See, there's nothing really wrong with adding all the modules, especially if you know you're going to be in a growing city. Let's see. Ask later. I usually have 2 or 3 apartments per mega tower at the very least, to at least offset the fact that it's gonna make it has to make a profit margin of sorts. And also, I usually have an office structure inside to give everyone jobs. It just depends on the employment rate, which I think we could view here. Does not tell me the workers. Oh, it tells where the workers are going, but does it tell me the available jobs? I guess not. I know there's a job tab somewhere. There it is. 400 residents, 60 workers, 30 kids. And speaking of kids... Oh, activate that wing. Hopefully the kids will start still trickling in. Because it is 3 in the afternoon, so... Okay, they're gonna stop trickling in. So at least we know the next day it's gonna be able to cope. So let's see, 1,000 projected. 1,000 projected students. If I activate that classroom, it will be 1,600 an hour at 950. You know what? I'm not gonna activate it just yet. That costs 200 an hour, and it's closed for the day. I guess that's one way you can really save money if you're really skimping. Is like at 3 o'clock at the end of the school day, you just shut down. You just shut down all the classrooms, not the school itself. Because if you shut down the school, I'm pretty sure that's gonna all the Sims in the city will act as if that school doesn't exist and then not get updated. Or what do you call, when you reactivate the next day, they won't get updated and they'll have to search again. So just leave the school. I know that's my interpretation. Just leave the school in one piece, but close the wings down. Tedious, but I mean, I guess that's one way of doing it. Mall level 2. Profit today is down 5 grand, down 660. So that's not too bad. But we can start doing. We're back in the 6,000 region. Upgrade that. I mean, I do need a lot of rich people over here, so I might have to, for the sake of totality, I might just activate those and see what happens with them. The problem with mega towers that I found, I don't know if it's really the formula, but they take. Yeah, see, they need a lot of running space of sorts in the coffers. Like they have a very expensive initial startup, and over time, like within the first, I don't know, couple months, in-game months, you have to let it suck your bank dry. Like you have to let it iron itself out, because after a bit of a period of a slump, it becomes it zeroes out its profitability, and then it starts going up. It starts going into the green instead of the red. It just, the problem is it doesn't hit the ground running. It just hits the ground, and you gotta roll it to a start. And once it gets up to speed, you make mad profit off of it. More so in the mega tower or the elite towers than the mega towers, because elite towers have richer people, obviously, and even though they hold less people, it's just the per person, the per capita type payout for them is more profitable. So we're up to 7,000 an hour. Sweet. So we're making profit now. So let's give them more jobs as a gift. Does it matter? Here, let's just give them a lot of low tech jobs. And due to the profitability, we're gonna start expanding these in a simpler pattern as in a similar pattern as the first one. Look at that, the whole city's happy. Now let's see. It's building up. What is up with this? Needs medium wealth apartment levels. Oh, I think it's talking about the one over here. I was like, I do not have a medium wealth anywhere. A medium wealth mega tower activated anywhere. But look at those buildings. They're quite something, ain't they? They are quite something. I wish these guys would stop complaining about stuff. These bubbles. Let's see. So, what is the next strategy I can figure out for these? Crap. my mind is drawing a blank and slow today. Towers are still complaining about medium wealth. That's fine. That is completely fine. I'm not gonna worry too much about that. Once it starts turning a little more profit again. I mean, I don't think all these buildings need office levels. They need at least a mall level and apartment level, which brings in cash. I don't know if the office level's profitable. Office levels are profitable. Okay, well, I guess it gives like a varied form of cash flow from the building. All right. How is no, yeah, that fulfilling music. How's the traffic doing? Not too bad. Higher on the corners here, around the edges, but what can you do? All cars are on patrol, and it's about to get full. There you go. Expanded. I mean, we might revisit the old city. Oh, not might. We will revisit the old cities. Maybe get an injection cash flow into here if we desperately need it. That's a big door. Reminds me of the RoboCop. Was it RoboCop? Not RoboCop. Judge Dredd reboot. It's like these big ass doors at the entrances. So lights are off. Only 2 abandoned buildings. Not bad. I guess everybody is wanting to stay here. Unskilled workers? My ass, dude. Isn't there a college nearby? I'm fairly certain I put a college here. If I didn't, I'm going to have to. Community college is always good to you know, give the industry a good fleet of workers, skilled workers. Wow, we are making 8 grand an hour. Let's see what happens when we turn on this. We drop to 3. But I'd rather turn on the high wealth before the medium wealth, because the high wealth will always be the highest rate of research. So I want these guys to work at the future tech stuff, like the academy and any type of control net boosting networks. And so usually, because of that fact, it's usually a good idea not to give them office levels or work levels. What is it called? Yeah, office levels. There's pretty much no reason to give it to them, because you want to force them, pigeonhole them into going to the academy and shit. I mean, you don't really care for the low wealth workers, because they're a dime a dozen. They always fill this out, and this always can use high wealth. Wow, this profit's just dipping. Oh, what now? Keeps telling me I have an upgrade. Never tells me what. University. Alright, so we are still making a profit. A decent one. Again? Did I upgrade like twice in the last 10 minutes? Oh wait, I can understand why. The population is booming because everyone's just piling into these mega towers. God, that is hammering away at the profitability. This one made 28 today, though. If this tower, I'll say what, if this can make another good day's worth of profit, I'll activate another mega tower. Because that's always worth something. Okay, so what other levels can I add? I can add education level, but I don't know if I need the schooling yet. Safety level's fine. Skybridge station I don't bother with. Waste reduction and nuclear reactor levels are ones that I usually go for, considering they cut down the the net waste or the net energy consumption for the entire city, which is nice. You need to mitigate that as best you can. All things considered. Only 618 out of 1700. See, because of that, I might have to just add education level to alleviate that one school that's all by itself over there. Let's see. Really nice roads. I mean, futuristic lights are apparently Y-frames. I don't know what makes them. I guess that they do use more materials because the simplistic manufacturing would be just 3 pieces compared to the. Actually, I wouldn't know. I'm not an engineer. Let's see. So that's active. Is it making a profit yet? I mean, it's only half a day. 614. So school won't start yet. How's the research going? 38. We are slowly packing in more rich people. I just don't know where I'm gonna cram the extra modules for research and stuff. I kind of want to keep a healthy level or healthy balance of industry and commercial and residential, because usually as the cities expand, I usually start to tone less back the industry because it's not as a pressing issue. I am purchasing power, right? Yeah, okay. I am purchasing power. I have to make sure. How about sewage? Sewage is being sent under the great crap pipe of the region. 10,000 an hour? Wow, there's almost no reason why I shouldn't activate the other towers now. I guess I'll do that. Could have sworn I hit that button. So, I usually activate the high level and the low levels first before I do the medium. Because the high you're going to need for the research, the low you're going to need just to set up a base of profitability, and then the mediums just trickle in the middle. And while that's there, I guess I can do that. Better early than never, or later, I suppose. And while that's building, I can probably put down another tower. I can comfortably put down another tower. Deactivate. Road. Do I need another upgrade module? There you go. Neighboring cities waiting to get us a bus terminal so we can send buses full of happy workers and shoppers. So they want us to get a bus terminal. Is that what I'm getting from that? I don't know if I want to do that. I mean, we're trying to keep everyone in here as it is. Oh, that's a cool elevator. A little short. Looks like it's only going up like 4, 5 levels. But, in the future, everything's gonna be used. Damn. Just damn. This pig house is gonna have to be expanded like pretty freaking quick. I'll probably have to invest in a bigger one like really soon. But for the sake of parity, I'll just upgrade both of these before I move on to the next thing. Okay, so it's ready to respond to fires. Traffic ain't so bad that they can't do that yet, but it will. I think it's a weird opposite when it happens with I would think that mega towers really fuck with traffic, but since they're so self-contained, they kind of reduce traffic around them. Well, they don't literally reduce traffic, but it just doesn't seem like the traffic density around them is as bad as anywhere else. Especially in places where they're chock full of high-density buildings on a road, and they're all only piling in, they're all driving out. Although since I made everything just be on one side of the street, it should alleviate directional traffic flow. I mean, the traffic's gonna get bad, especially in this core area where they enter and exit. Made 28 today, 28 grand, and I'm still booming in hourly income. Let's see. So we want mall level. We don't want a medium wealth mall. We want a low wealth mall. How's the school holding up? 725 tie yesterday, so it's getting really damn close to it's already 3 o'clock, so they're out of school. It's gonna get close to having to expand it really soon. I mean, I think for the sake of alleviating some pressure, we might apply a school here. I mean, it is profitable at the moment, so we can do that. It increases to 2,000 desks. Wow. Is there any specific stats they can give me about this structure? Like, where'd I find the job? Where'd I find the jobs tab? Workers, residents. What does government want? I don't want to live in a mansion in this city. It's gonna be very shoddy, real quick. Giant towers littering the sky. Once this becomes profitable, I'll roll over another building and start it up. It's literally a step-by-step process. I mean, I generally don't think it's safe to have this many towers up and ready to go, but you know, I'm the type of person who would rather get it done now than later. Though I did sink 120k per one and probably 200k for these high elite towers. So I thought that building was abandoned, but it's just a really dark brownstone. Yeah, it's blackstone. So the streets don't have normal asphalt; they're hex plates, or maybe that's maybe that's the way of the future. Prefabbed hexagonal plates. Because I guess within a realm of context, they'd be easier to replace. Like instead of patching, because a good portion of the United States has one of the largest network. I think has the largest network of roads, and yet the replacement factor is high because the United States infrastructure is aging, and so usually to patch to cover large tracts of area with a street, the cheapest alternative is asphalt, but only lasts in the short term compared to concrete. But it's more expensive and harder to maintain when you gotta fix it. But asphalt, you just patch it up, and I think a hexagonal system like this, I guess, could patch up little seams easier and quicker. You just get a truck out there with hexagonal plates, unload it, refill it in, and then you're done. I mean, I guess that's one way to look at it. It's just, I think it would be kind of a waste of energy to have light lanes of sorts. I mean, it would be high visibility, and unless we tapped in a perfect type of renewable energy that, you know, we can zero out, I think lighting up the street on street level and the lights might be a bit much. Although maybe these lights are like LED high efficiency, and then the spare powers that is equivalent to using just normal street lamps are being routed to the road, and I guess they would be more efficient too. Although I'm pretty sure they have like halogens or something. The standard ones are he has a lamppost in the middle of his sidewalk. Poor guy. I don't understand these fencing systems though. They're like, is that laser? Lasers. Or look at that post. It looks like the corner post of wrestling ring. Yeah, all American wrestling. But it just seems weird because, like, what if you run to the fence? Do you get like phased into laser, or is it like a barrier type laser grid array? 10,000 profit a day. You know what that means? We're gonna kickstart the next tower. And until this becomes profitable, I am not gonna activate the medium wealth. I will not. That is a bit risky. Let's see. And last but not least, the final icing on top. The final tower. It's the final tower. Alright, so now we have pretty much what we want for these mega towers. I mean, I may be a sucker for it. I might end up going for Omega Co, but ooh. Do we not even have healthcare either? No, we do. Okay, I was gonna say, I'm fairly certain I added at least a healthcare facility somewhere in here. There we go, that should be good for now. We'll turn that off for now. Doesn't look like they need all the jail cells. How's the school doing? 168 students. Classes started a couple hours ago. Keep an eye on that. 72,000. Population's booming. Apartment level is max capacity, and not all of them are working here. Dicks. I don't feel comfortable doing this, but I'm going to, because I want to at least boost this a bit quicker. Now, the abundance of medium wealth isn't really that great. I mean, this is the only commercial around here that gives people work, and industrial does work too, but I mean, we don't have enough. So I think we will give these guys offices when we can. Wow, that's 138 just for the office level. That's a bit much. Add mall. These buildings are turned out to be something other. How's the water intake? Mega towers love to just suck up a lot of resources. That's a beautiful looking building. The balconies are pretty. I wonder if the balconies cost extra in a building like that, considering that, you know, they're so sparsely placed. So it's like, you know, your condo costs an extra $500 a month because you have a balcony. In the future, solar panels and swimming pools will be everywhere. I like their concept of future. I mean, Maxis, Maxis. They have, you know, the idea of having green everywhere, or grass everywhere, to kind of carbon neutral things. Solar panels. I mean, ostensibly the way of the future is clean energy and everything being recycled and everyone being happy hunky-dory, even though in reality we'll probably use fossil fuels to the bitter end, and we'll only resort to such energy alternatives at the point when we are forced to create an international council to get everyone together and figure out a surefire way of, you know, using different forms of energy that isn't non-renewable. Now the traffic is beefing up around the avenues here. I might have to start upgrading them. I do have the money for it, so it wouldn't hurt. Let's see. So that, don't start on that side. Start on this side because it's heavier traffic flow. I don't know if I will do streetcars though, because streetcars, I don't know. I always feel like they are useful, but just in very small ways, in minute ways. I must note that this is on ever since Offline launched a while and a bit ago. There is availability for mods, but since this is an online, I started this before they released offline mode, and this is online. I'm not going to be able to utilize mods or anything like that. So I'm pretty much at the victim and the mercy of the vanilla game, and on top of that, the international prices for trading, because trading in a single player world isn't affected by the real market demand in a SimCity world. It's just a default value. So let's see, everything's upgraded. All the streets are upgraded, so I don't have to worry about that. It's kind of looking good.